the hood, shoot a side video. 3630. That's what it is. Let's get this shit started. Tell this shit out. That's what it feels like.
It feels like the city, I mean, honestly, it feels like the city has gotten lawless since she made that announcement. Because now dudes feeling like they can do things that they wouldn't normally do because it's going to be a slap on the wrist. So that's why I'm saying, like, both ways, what she's saying makes good sense, but then on that side, on the flip side, it's fucking the city up at the same time. Because I'm telling you, since she made that announcement, the city done gotten worse. Not saying that it's her fault. I'm just saying, since she made that announcement, the city has gotten worse.
Well,
shootings done gone up. Dudes carrying bags with these things in them every day. They standing out there with them. Police feel like they can't do their job, but they locking people up. She letting them walk out. And then at the end of the day, guys on law enforcement, they looking at it as if all right, I locked this dude up for this, and you let him walk. All right, he did that. That's a small crime. But now, that crime might escalate to something else. Then those smaller crimes may escalate to bigger crimes. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a touchy. It's a touchy.
Right. So I'm saying. So every time but my thing is, I ain't gonna.
Nothing's wrong with what she's trying to do. I understand it totally. But I'm just talking about looking at it from the criminal aspect of it.
But when you fight. But see, then we're back to what I was saying. It's like every time we try to find out, every time somebody put an option out there to fight it, we find a way to find that the option is wrong. Right. Sometimes we just gotta go with let's go with the option until we see it completely fail. So let's, like you said, let's roll with what she's saying now until we see we fail. Then we just can't every time we bring up something, because every time we bring up something, they're gonna say, "Oh no, you can't do it that way because this isn't." Well, I mean, then we never will have an answer.
You gotta start somewhere.
Let's see her plan. Let's see if her plan works. When you vote people in the office, they have plans. You gotta give that plan an opportunity.
Well, that's the problem with her too. She ain't got no plan. Brandon Scott ain't got no plan. They had Boatwright on TV the other day. He said, we sitting around, we begging for a crime plan. They keep saying they got one, but no one is putting one forward yet.
Well, that was
that's her plan. That wasn't a crime plan. That's just her saying.
No, that's not true. Because that's part of the crime plan she had, because she wanted them to go and assist and attack other issues.
So you said that wasn't a plan what she did?
No, that wasn't part of the crime.
No.
Her saying about keeping her.
No, this is one of her fixing crime solutions.
That's what I'm saying, right?
And for them to go address and attack other things, so that way, like you said, the court won't be set up. Brandon Scott, he went out on Annapolis, talked to your boy, and he said he like his plan. So they do have a plan. It's just that
no one's heard it yet, though.
No,
they hadn't said that they had it.
We didn't have it. But they went out in Annapolis.
Boatwright was on the news the other day. He the ACO. He run everything ACO for all police departments in Baltimore County, Baltimore City, all of them. He said we're crying for a crime plan. We just waiting on it. We waiting on it.
Listen, this is the thing. He can say whatever he wants to say. They just had a plan.
So you telling me you know something different than what he know?
They just had a plan. They talked. Brandon Scott went out to Annapolis.
I know that. That was weeks ago.
Talked to the government. He said he got a great plan. They wasn't going to discuss it out on the opening. You see what I'm saying? But now they're going to have other law enforcement entities to start helping out now. You see what I'm saying? This is their plan they're trying to get to go on. And guess what? How attackers they going to do?
Well, we're not going to let everybody know attack.
But see,
400 some officers.
But this is the thing that I want to say. She have goals and she see it. If you look at a lot of the other prosecutors like her in other cities, they're
crime is through the roof.
They
all the ones you talk about, the crime is through the roof. I did my homework on all of them. The crime is through the roof. I'm telling you.
Check this out. And I'm gonna tell you what's happening. It ain't just that the crime is through the roof, right? This is the bullshit that's going on. And this is what I go back to say that we all need to work together. And what I mean by that is, because you got police officers Some of them don't mind doing their job the correct way. But some of them want to do the extra motherfucking unnecessary bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what they're doing is, they're saying, fuck them. We're going to make them look bad and not do X, Y, Z. So they're throwing it for a loop, just like...
No, I'm going to tell you why the police don't do their job. I can get an officer on here, he'll tell you plain as day why they don't do their job. Because that police decree that they got, that federal decree that they got, well, these guys not...
Guess what?
Why wouldn't... Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Why wouldn't you come to work, sit in your car for 8 hours and not worry about getting into no trouble, getting shot at, getting killed, and do nothing to me? It's your 8 hours and go home, as opposed to you engaging with somebody. Now, you do your job.
Go ahead.
You going through all of this to do your job. Mm-hmm. You locking people up. They getting able to just get cut loose. You think who you think gonna chase a dude down the alley, and then you have to draw your weapon, shoot him, and then you got to go through all of this scrutiny afterwards? They not going to.
Guess what?
They're gonna sit in them cars like you see them do all day, every day.
Guess what? They should have been stopped the little 6-month bullshit of training they be going through and they make them a police officer, certified weapons and shit. They should have been stopped that. I think they should be in motherfucking police.
But they don't have nothing to do with the
hear me out. Hear me out. Because they need to be trained for these shits. Some of this shit, they don't need to belong to even on them scenes. All right? Sometimes I think they need to be, listen. I think some of these officers need to be retrained, and I think these politicians as well, as officers, need to be drug tested as well.
What I'm saying is...
Hold on, hear me out. Now, what you were saying that, the decree, and I'm guess what? I'm happy you said that. Because guess what? Who caused that problem? Who caused the problem? Let's not, see, I don't want nobody keep throwing the decree shit in people's face. The
decree is facts.
Who caused the problem?
I don't care.
You get the decree.
I don't care who caused it. We don't need it. If you go back and look at every city that had that decree in, the crime is all the way through the roof right now. Every last city, every major metropolitan city that got that decree in, the crime through the roof.
And guess what?
Philly, New York crime went through the roof up 200%.
No. Time
you know what I'm saying?
We also know that this pandemic happened and a lot of people have not been having any money. No financial help. None of that shit.
The government then gave everybody money. They gave people more. The government gave people more money.
Listen,
that pandemic, I'm not going with the pandemic for crime.
I'm gonna say this shit. The little money they gave you is not compared to some of the money that people been giving. Listen, I have never got anything from the federal government at all until just now. They gave me fucking 2 checks together. I was surprised.
Yeah, they owe it to you.
And I don't even want to cash it because I'm scared. Because I ain't getting nothing since they've been giving shit away. All right? But all I'm saying is that shit's still sitting in the house. And I don't even want to cash it.
You filed your taxes?
Yeah.
That's why I ain't getting nothing.
Because I'm scared because
I filed mine.
Because
I ain't not one check.
I ain't received.
I ain't getting not one.
I ain't received nothing from these people. And I ain't even received $1,000 the state employees was given. I ain't even received that shit.
Did you get PPP for Scott Services?
Of course.
Y'all stupid.
Now listen, I want to say this though. All to the side, they caused their own problem. Now we go back to the old saying is, now our kids, we tell our kids this shit and everything. And let's not take this away. If you make your own bed, you have to do what?
Lay in it.
Exactly. They caused this shit. And I think these politicians needed just as well the responsibility of what was going on because they knew what was going on. They knew what was going on. Now when the shit come back and bite them all in their ass and shit get crazy, this is what happened. If you don't address the issue with your children and you know what's going on, it's too late. Because now your child is locked up in jail, got a murder charge because you thought it was cute. You thought it was pretty because your son's name ringing off the bells and you think it's pretty. This is what happens. And then they want to get mad at us because we addressing our kids the right way like we're supposed to, or might have to put our hands on our motherfucking kids, because guess what? I don't want my kid there because I already know what's going on. So they made their own bed. They gotta lay in it.
Well, I mean, you. So
don't shut us down. That's why we need an organization like SOI and other organizations like that to try to draw that bridge. If we can try to work together and have some kind of communication. Yo, one thing about it is, if a man talking to you with some common sense, but number one, respect, he gonna get that respect the whole time he talking to you, correct?
And you gonna listen too.
Exactly. You gonna listen once you get that respect. And I always tell my son, as a young age, when he was 3 or whatever, don't turn your head, don't look down. You look right at me in my eyes. A man always look at another man in his eyes when he talking to him. And I say, listen, look a man in his eyes, respect him. Listen to whatever you can and take whatever you can take. And you know what I mean, you chop it up. Ain't right, it's decent. So all I'm saying is the respect. If that respect is gone out the door, it's nothing. It is nothing. Now you disrespect me, that shit is gone, man. We know this shit. This shit you learn this shit from fucking coming out the womb. You know this shit.
To a duck's tail, yeah.
You know this. So the whole game is fucked up. The respect is gone, yo. I can talk to an officer all day long. About if I did something wrong, fine. That's cool. I'm gonna respect you the whole time, sir. Because guess what? Not just because you're an officer, but you're a man.
First.
That's it.
Because if you ain't got a uniform on, you still a man.
You still a man.
But I don't think I felt that way until I got older. I ain't feel that way when I was younger.
But
maybe it was immaturity. You call it what you want. I just ain't like them motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? But now you know the difference.
Well, you was immature.
Yeah,
that's part of life
I
too.
really was immature.
Yeah, you was
is part of life too. Shit.
Because why would you like a motherfucker that's doing his job the correct way? Because one thing about it,
we trying to get to the bag.
But one thing about it, ain't no getting to a bag. Who give a fuck? It's a game. That's why I said that I respect the Sherlock Holmes detectives, not the ones that have a motherfucker on the stand that did 3, 4, 5 murders himself and have him telling on the other motherfucker that's at the defensive table, and now he getting the deal and this motherfucker going away long. I don't respect that game. I don't respect that game. I respect the Sherlock Holmes detectives. Do your detective work and make it happen. I don't respect that shit. This motherfucker done killed 5. This motherfucker killed 1. This motherfucker go to jail for 15 years. This motherfucker go to jail for life. This motherfucker killed 5 and go to jail for 15 years. This motherfucker killed 1 and go to jail for life. That shit don't make sense to me, yo. There's no respect in that. I don't respect it. It ain't about the rat shit. I don't respect that shit because it doesn't make sense to me. You destroyed 5 families. This motherfucker destroyed 1. He going to jail for life. You going to jail for 15 years. That's bullshit.
Well,
I can't, nobody can make it sound good to me or any circumstance.
Well, 1 is too many, period.
Well, yeah.
1 is too many, it don't even matter.
But you can't make it make sense to me. Do your homework, do your investigation, and make it happen. Get your shit, get your proof, and everything like that.
We in a bad spot right now. As blacks in inner cities, we in a bad place, man. Like we talked about last week. Just like we was talking about last week, like trying to even say something to somebody, man. So
what you mean, saying something to people like the kids and stuff like that?
The best thing going is a situation.
Because people always on the outside always say we should say they blame us. They say, well, you down the way. Why you say that to the kids? Like you can't do that.
You can't do that, man.
Because nobody said it. Because nobody said it to us. I know how we came. We came in ugly, rough, and raw. We ain't care what you done pre the moment that we stepped on the curb.
I say this, and this is deep.
So I didn't look at me like that. If I was to go back down there, so I already knew I was going
This is honest and this deep. No. You know what? This honest and deep. Everybody know their place. So if I go around my way and I talk to some younger people, real recognize real. All right. If I know that I stay in my lane, if I know that these motherfuckers ain't worth talking to, I won't do it. I might say a little pinch, but I'm not gonna get deep into it. But I can get these right here, I'll get deep into it. See what I'm saying? I just want to play my little role somewhere. If I can play my little role somewhere, and I always say this, if I can get 1 or 2,
but you gotta make sure you choose right.
I don't even try.
I'm good.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm done.
I ain't talking to none of them niggas.
You gotta make sure you choose
anything that's outside that I know a knucklehead. I ain't talking to none of them. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
Yeah, because
I'm being honest with you. We ain't got nothing to talk about. The ones I see that I see that got a chance with them. Oh yeah, I pulled them up.
And normally it's outside of that environment. environment though. It's normally outside the environment.
That's all I was going to say.
I'm not running on Pennsylvania Avenue talking about, y'all should move, y'all should go over there. If I see you at the mall or somewhere, at a gym or something, like, boy, yeah, I mean, then I get your ear then.
See, that's why
but I'm not getting your ear on the corner.
This is exactly why I said that you got to know where to hold, where to fold. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I do something, I say something little. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm like at my job. I talk all the time. I don't know who I'm talking to. You know what I mean? But you just don't know what you're able to do or who mind you're able to catch. And I did it. Mm-hmm. I did it to some of the dudes that's getting on the bus that look the hardest. You see what I'm saying? But I always go back to this. Real recognize real and one thing. Men recognize and respect men. That's why when they do something
I can't
wrong,
say that though, yo.
That's why it's not everybody a man. That's why I've been trying to tell people. Everybody a man. They boys.
Yo, the game is so, the streets is so, we had that conversation a couple episodes ago. The streets is so tricky, right?
Got to navigate.
It used to be that way when you knew what it was at certain levels, at certain point. It's not like that no more. Shit is all over the place.
We know that, but he said the point thing. You gotta navigate. That's why I go back to men respect men. Yo, like
the ones you feel like.
No, you can't. You can't. I'm saying you can say men respect men, but that's not true. Shit all over the place.
I've been good. They're men. They boys. I've been successful. Ain't no arguments or nothing. I'm gonna tell you before I get to this. I'm gonna tell you what happened to me recently on the bike.